Hey everybody, it's your friend and pal Trandell. Welcome back. It's been a while. uh, been playing a great fun new game that I found during Steam's Next Fest. My personal opinion, one of my favorite games I've found so far during Next Fest. It's called Pass the Fear. It's a roguelite bullet hell co-op shooter, and it has basically everything I love in games. Plenty of action, but most importantly, tons of build crafting and theory crafting. And I wanted to do a quick video real fast just to show um, one of the builds I've come up with. Now, the one problem with roguelites is they're all random. You never really know what you're going to get. But if you know how the different builds, the different mechanics, kind of like work together, you can have a general idea of the type of build you want to go to when you first start your run, you first start getting your items. This is what I've got so far. I'm calling it the Song of Ice and Fire. And basically, it all revolves around mostly my ice launcher and my relics. I've got super lucky that I've gotten some really good relics. The first one I got was the Eye of Deep Winter. Basically, using your ultimate launches a giant glacier at the nearest enemy, dealing 300 frost damage. And this is where it gets kind of fun. Triggers all destination effects after the glacier deals damage. Now, it's not going to show up right now, but I do have quite a few destination mechanics. I've got my healing herb, so every time I use my ultimate, I'm going to get healed for 3 health. But I've also gotten a bunch of armor pieces that give me armor on destination. So every time I use my ultimate, I'm going to get a bunch of armor and I'm going to get some healing back. This was the first one I got. So at first I'm like, cool, that's great. Maybe we'll start doing a frost build. But then I got these two guys. I'm like, well, that's kind of changed things up a little bit. I got this one first. Molten Core Orb, when carried, grants 15 stacks of Ember. Your Ignition, which is one of the status effects in this game, becomes Explosive Ring. Each stack of Ember increases ignition damage by 2.5% and area of effect by 2.5%. Now, this is a question I've seen a couple times in the Discord for this game. Relics stack. From everything I've seen and tested, and from what the devs have answered a few times, relics stack. So, when I got two of these, I'm like, okay, this is going to start getting kind of nutty, right? So, Ember basically increases your overall damage by the final bullet in every gun you shoot. So just by getting Ember, you're going to get more damage just by getting that final damage up. But the area effect starts getting kind of nutty too. Because each stack does 2.5 uh, area of effect. And right now, I'm sitting on 62. You're gonna see it in a moment, but when my ignition goes off, it takes up like almost the whole screen. Now, you'd be thinking, okay, if you got all this ignition stuff going on, you'd want to use something like a flame curse, which I do use it quite a bit because it has built-in ignition, and not only that, but the weapon effect is actually really good with that burn effect. But then I got this guy. So diffusing frost, when triggering freeze, apply a random transmutation to the target. And that's when I started leaning really hard into this guy. I got really lucky on my ice launchers. Ice launchers are really good weapons just for your general AoE. Because every 3 shots on the same enemy are going to automatically apply freeze. Um, and it's got a shotgun effect. So especially in groups, so like into the next room, we're gonna see. I'm gonna be freezing everything, but this guy rolled amazing because not only do I have that weapon effect for the freeze, but I also have bullets have a 5% chance to just directly cause it no matter what. I get 2 plus projectiles, and my additional projectiles do 20% projectile damage. And once I re-rolled it into a purple, there's a 20% chance to fire without consuming a bullet. So this thing is just kind of nutty. So every time I freeze, I'm going to be doing a transmutation effect, which ignition is one of them. And since I freeze all the time, that's going to be happening a lot. I got this one, which does more ignition. So final shot, more ignition. It doesn't matter what it is. This is really good. I got this just to get that automatic corrosion effect for a couple reasons. A, even though I'm not really doing too much acid damage, corrosion by default, if you look at the tooltip, automatically lowers the enemy's resistances across the board by 5 seconds, which is going to cause my ignition to do more damage, my frost to do more damage and stuff like that. More freezing because, again, the more we freeze, the more we do transmutation effects. Both of these guns, we're going to be able to do it. Every time I transmute, I'm going to get 2 projectiles and bullet damage, which, again, having all the freeze going on is going to pop this off anymore, which is going to pop this off even more. And I wanted to do a quick bit, kind of like build guide, theory crafting guide, of something that I've come across a couple times and slowly kind of learned about. That way, all of you out there that might be playing the game, you can start getting some tips and tricks and tools of your own to start, putting together better builds and be able to make builds on the fly. So let's showcase this in the next room. We're going to do this monster room right here. Just go in. And there it goes. Again, once that ignition... Oh, I trapped myself in a corner. Yeah, see, once that ignition starts going off, it's just like the whole entire room. There you go. And that's the build. It does get kind of goofy after a little while, but especially for like room clearing. I am on hard mode right now. I don't know if there's a way to show it. I wish there was. There is not. I am on hard mode right now, and if you've ever played hard mode, this is the final stage in the demo. As you can see, you start getting rooms just filled with mobs. So it gets really kind of nutty after a while. And that's what makes this build so amazing. Like you saw, the ignitions, when they went off, just basically covered the whole entire screen, which is amazing for clearing these monster rooms. Anyways, I wanted to get a quick video out to showcase this. I've been loving the game. So far, the developers have been really cool and chill, and the Discord chat super responsive whenever I've asked questions or had questions, or anybody else has. So yeah, give it a shot. If you haven't tried it yet, the game's called Past the Fear. Super amazing. I'm going to be making some more videos for it. And that's it. As always, I appreciate you all. Take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. Until next time, this is your pal Trandell signing out.